Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a great holiday. For those of you who don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a great holiday all the same. And now Christmas is over and the presents have all been opened, the kids are all happy, and now we're counting down to New Year's. So a couple more days and we'll be ringing in the new year. So I wish everybody a happy new year and all the best for 2020. So before I get started, I wanted to show you guys some of my dried pieces. A lot of people are always commenting and saying, hey, your piece looks great. Can we see what it looks like dry? So I wanted to show you guys my black Dutch pour with the metallics is dry and has now been varnished. So that is, I know I showed it in my last video, but now it's got a shiny coat of varnish on it. I'm not sure if you can see, yeah, you can see the metallic shine in that, but you know what, I did this on a whim and I can't even tell you how happy the way this turned out. It's really, really great, and it's sold. So she's going to be packed up and shipped off to the US. So I did want to show it to you guys with the coat of varnish on it, just to show you guys how shiny it is. It's amazing. And in the sunlight, you wouldn't even believe. It's just, it glimmers. It's amazing. So I'm really happy with how that one turned out. And then we have the purple. That is now dried and also has 2 coats of the gloss varnish by Liquitex. So this is also another beautiful piece that dried really well, very rich, very vibrant, and it has the gloss coating on it. And this has also been sold and it's off again to the US. So thank you to the 2 of you who purchased these beautiful pieces. And let's see, I wanted to show you 2 more pieces, but I got to bring the camera down because it's the triptychs. So let me bring it down so you guys can see. All right, stay. So we have the blue triptych, and these are the 9x12s, and these have also now been done and finished with 2 coats of the varnish. But the colors are just awesome. So that's the metallic cobalt blue in there. But these pieces worked and turned out really, really well, as you can see. So these have, they're done and finished and have 2 coats of the gloss varnish on them as well. And this is actually not sold yet. So if you are interested in this blue triptych, feel free to email me. Otherwise, now that it's finished, it'll be going up on Etsy, and the prices on Etsy tend to be a little higher than what I would sell them if someone were to just email me. So if you're interested in this piece, feel free to shoot me an email before it goes up on Etsy. And then my pink triptych is done and it's dry. And I'm very happy with how vibrant the colors are. It still needs varnish though. I haven't had a chance to varnish it because I've been busy varnishing everything else. But look at how rich the colors are. So if you think that's rich, once I add the varnish on it, it'll pop even more. And I had a few viewers actually tell me, hey, if you rotate the center panel 180 degrees, it'll look like it flows better. And sure enough, I couldn't believe it. So this is how I originally did the triptych, and this is how it was. But once I flipped it over, so you can, I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't really line up here and here. It doesn't line up, and then it also really doesn't line up here with here. But then sure enough, as soon as I flipped it over, it literally lined up perfectly. So to the 2 or 3 people who told me to flip it over, thank you. Great idea. And it just lines up perfectly. So here are the other 2 pieces, and it is just so rich in color. I cannot wait to varnish these. I even like the way the sides dripped over it looks really cool. So those are, and this hasn't been sold yet either. So if you're interested in either the blue or the pink, feel free to email me, and it could be yours before I put it up on Etsy. So I'm going to put these away. I'm going to get set up for the video and the piece I'm going to do tonight, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. I have my canvases ready to go. I'm doing a diptych tonight. The size of the canvases is 12 by 16. They are gallery wrapped canvases. And I've already laid down my white paint, which is in my bottles here that I already have prepared. There is paint, Floetrol, and water in those for those of you who are new watching. If you want to see or know how I mix my ratios, check out video number 63, and that'll give you all the info you need. I will link it in the video up here, and you can click on that. Okay, so I've already laid down my white. I'm just going to add some white here because I can see the canvas a little bit. All right. Okay, so I have torched my bubbles. Just torch those a little bit. Okay, bubbles have been torched. Okay, so we've done blue, we've done purple, we've done metallics, we've done deep pinks. So the next color I'm gonna give a whirl is yellows, yellow and orange. So because I can't really use 5 different shades of yellow like I do 5 different shades of blue, I've decided to mix yellow and orange together. I do have a red, and I haven't decided if I'm going to use it yet. So in the meantime, let me tell you what my colors are. I have cadmium yellow light hue by Liquitex Basics. Then I have cadmium yellow deep hue by Liquitex Basics. And then I have Amsterdam's Azo orange, or Azo, I don't know how you pronounce it, but orange. And then I have Pebeo's iridescent orange yellow, and there's quite the shimmer in there. So those are the 4 colors I have, and now I'm seriously contemplating if I should add the cadmium red deep hue by Liquitex Basics just for a little bit of contrast. I have not decided if I'm going to do that yet. I really don't know. I don't want to have to scrape it if it doesn't turn out. And the reason why I don't know if I'm going to use the red is because I've been tasked to do a commission of 25 sets of coasters using the Shelley technique. And one of the coasters I did was using just yellow and orange. And look how pretty it looks. It looks really, really nice. Here's the one of them. It hasn't been resined yet. It's just dried the other day. But how pretty is the orange and the yellow together with a little bit of white? So I'm a little iffy on whether I should throw that red in there or not. And I still really don't know. If I do add red, it'll literally be the slightest, thinnest line at the end, but I still don't know yet. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start with my colors. Let's start with the cadmium yellow deep hue. I'm very torn. I really am torn. I really don't know if I should add that red or not. So I will figure it out in the next 60 seconds. All right, so let's do the iridescent orange yellow. Let's do that one. Ooh, shimmery. I don't know, I might not use it. I just might not. I don't know. I guess I could have tested it out on a smaller canvas, but who the heck has time for that? Not me. I've been working really hard on these coasters. I've painted all 25 sets. Now I must resin them all and then put backings on all of them. and then wrap them all individually and then ship them off to the US. So it's been a busy last couple of days, and it's going to be a busy next few days. That's for sure. Okay, I've laid them all down, and oh gosh, should I add just like the thinnest strip? I don't even know. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't know. Like there. It can't possibly get any thinner than that. Well, like it or not, I just added it. So I don't know if that was the right thing to do. We are about to find out together, my friends. All right, I'm going to torch the bubbles and let's see how this turns out. And again, I'm not going to flood it. I'm really enjoying this non-flooding. So let's see what happens. And I think I'm going to try something a little different. Normally on a one-piece canvas, I'll start in the middle and work my way out. I think I'm going to start in the middle and work my way out, and then start in the middle and work my way out and out. Because if I start here, I don't know. I'm just going to try something different. Let's hope it works. So here we go. Okay, so I'm happy I did that. And you know what? You can barely see the red at all, with the exception of a line right here. And I don't know if this is red or the dark orange, but I'm really liking it. Now, the only thing I'm not liking is this patch of white right here. So I'm wondering how I can fix that. And I'm gonna try, I don't know if I should blow it with my mouth or try it with the hair dryer. All right, this is beautiful. So let me just move this over for a sec and let me work on this, because I really want to work on this white patch right here. See if I can add some color in there. But otherwise, I'm loving the orange. I'm working my way through the colors of the rainbow, guys. All right. Okay, that is better. There, now I just blew that hard line right over into the white. So I'm gonna leave that. And I'm really liking that. So let me put them back together and see if I need to blow any of the edges to make them match. Whoa, I'm taking the tablecloth with me. All right. So if I put these back together, now they are matchy-matchy right here. Over here, not so much, because this starts up here and this one's down here. So I'm going to attempt to just blow it a little this way just to get it to match. I will see if I can manage that. Perfect. I love it. Now that's much better. And now it's not perfect, but it sure is a lot closer, a lot closer. And that's what I like, because now they look good. Now let's see what else. Does it need anything else? I am not going to torch the center, because I am, when I bring you guys down, you'll see the cells that are happening. But I am going to torch the outer part of the petals because I can see that there is, you might be able to see it as well. You can tell there's color underneath the white, and I want to bring some of that color out. So I am going to torch, and as you can see, there are colors coming out. But again, only the tip of the petals. Same with up here, just the tip of the petals. I think it adds a little bit of design to it. So I'm gonna leave it just like that. I don't think I want to touch any of the other petals because there's actually color on them. These were white petals, so that's why I wanted to blow the white. Otherwise, I'm not touching it. I'm loving the hard lines. I'm gonna bring you guys down for a close-up, and then you guys can see for yourselves how this turned out. I'm actually really happy with this. So a lot of people have been saying green. That might be my next pour. Stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, check this out. Again, I always forget. So bear with me. Hold on. I'll move that. Let's try that. Okay. So look at, see, but now it's dark. But anywho, see all the orange. Maybe it was a good idea that I added that red in there. Let me bring my lighting back. All right, let's do it this way. That's better. So this is where I torched it, and you can see it added a little color into the white there. And this is where I blew it and kind of put the little color into that patch of white. But I'm really liking the way, and I love the white cells here, and then the yellow cells and orange cells right there. That looks really neat too. And then here's where I torched the part of the petal on the bottom, and it brought out those colors. So as you can see, I'm loving this color. So let me know what you guys think. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. And if you like it and you want it, you know where to find me. Shoot me an email and let me know. Once it's dry, it gets varnished, and then it's ready to go. So check out all my social media links in the description below. Don't forget, JUNO, he has his own YouTube channel. You can check him out and subscribe to his channel. I would really, really appreciate that. The description is in the link is in the description below as well as my Amazon shop links and my PayPal link for anyone who would like to donate. It helps me buy materials, canvases, paints, all that fun stuff so that I can keep doing these free tutorials for you guys. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I'll catch you guys. I'll probably do another video before the new year is up. So you'll probably see one more before the new year. But for those of you who won't be around, have a happy new year. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Don't forget to hit that subscription button and the notification bell. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Oh, look, there's JUNO on my watch. Bye, guys. Have a good one.